In the second week of January, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh is expected to travel to Vietnam to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the establishing of diplomatic relations between New Delhi and Ho Chi Minh City. This is Singh's first trip to Southeast Asia since the pandemic, and it comes amid rising Chinese hostility in the ASEAN region. The three-day visit might concentrate on defense exports and collaborative partnerships, such as training and maintenance of defense equipment. Vietnam is also interested in buying the BrahMos missile, which was developed jointly by India and Russia. According to the sources, aside from the BrahMos, Vietnam is interested in obtaining a variety of military weapons, such as India's Akash air defense system and Dhruv helicopters. Take a look at how the two nations' shared goal conveys a message of stronger bilateral ties to a strategic partnership. Development of defense cooperation and commercial ties. India and Vietnam established formal diplomatic ties in 1972 and have maintained close relations ever since, particularly in light of both nations' unfriendly relations with the People's Republic of China. Vietnam received Most Favored Nation status from India in 1975, and the two countries inked a bilateral trade deal in 1978, as well as the Bilateral Investment Promotion and Protection Agreement on March 8, 1997. India is Vietnam's 10th largest trading partner, while Vietnam is India's 15th largest trading partner and 4th largest in ASEAN after Singapore, Indonesia and Malaysia. Bilateral trade between India and Vietnam measured $11.12 billion in 2020-21, decreased by 22.47% from the previous fiscal year due to interruptions caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. India exported $4.99 billion worth of goods to Vietnam and imported $6.12 billion from Vietnam. India's trade deficit with Vietnam declined from $2.22 billion in 2019-20 to $1.12 billion in 2020-21. The value of India's assets in Vietnam is estimated to be over $1.9 billion United States dollars, including investments routed through other nations. According to Vietnam's Foreign Investment Agency, India has 299 approved projects, with a total invested capital of $909.5 million United States dollars as of April 2021, placing 26th among nations and territories investing in Vietnam. Energy, mineral exploration, agro-processing, sugar, tea, coffee manufacture, agrochemicals, information technology, and auto components are major industries of Indian investment. Vietnam's investments in India. As of 2020, Vietnam has 6 investment projects in India, with total estimated investment of $28.55 million United States dollars, primarily in the areas of pharmaceuticals, information technology, chemicals and building materials. Defense ties. The two nations' relations, particularly the defense ties, profited greatly from India's Look East strategy. Bilateral military cooperation includes the sale of military weapons, information sharing, cooperative naval exercises, and counterinsurgency and jungle warfare training. Under the framework of India-Vietnam Comprehensive Strategic Partnership, the leaders agreed to take steps to improve collaboration in the defense sector and in the field of technology. Under the guidance of the Joint Vision for Peace, Prosperity and People, India and Vietnam have signed agreements in key areas such as defense, scientific research, renewable energy, nuclear energy, petrochemicals in December 2020. Line of credit. On September 15, 2014, India supplied Vietnam with a $100 million line of credit, allowing Vietnam to purchase naval equipment from India. Under this, Indian firm Larsen & Toubro will supply the Vietnam border guard with 12 offshore patrol boats. As part of the agreement, 5 ships will be built at L&T's Chennai shipyard, while the remaining 7 will be built in Haiphong under L&T supervision. Also, on September 2, 2016, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced a fresh $500 million line of credit for defense equipment acquisition to Vietnam. Vietnam's importance. Vietnam is not only a close strategic partner for India, but also a proactive middle-sized ASEAN state. Through ASEAN platforms and the Cambodia, Laos, Vietnam Developmental Triangle Area, Vietnam plays an important role in facilitating mainland Southeast Asia's socio-economic progress. Hanoi is likewise interested in bringing together extra-regional entities in the Mekong area in order to promote regional growth and economic diversification. Both Vietnam and India want to counter China's economic influence in the region, because Beijing, through its own institutions, the Belt and Road Initiative and the Lanking-Mekong Cooperation, is trying to strengthen its economic footprint through these organizations, and not just in Vietnam, but also in the wider Mekong region. Through these mechanisms, China consolidates its dominant position as the chief provider of economic goods for the region. This could undermine India and Vietnam's shared, strategic vision of a rules-based South China Sea. For these reasons, Vietnam might serve as a vital link between India and the CLMV nations, in terms of connectivity and economic cooperation. The Mekong region is very important for India's Act East policy, for strengthening its economic integration with Southeast and East Asian countries. And for this reason, the Mekong-Ganga cooperation was initiated by 6 countries, which includes India and 5 ASEAN countries, namely Cambodia, Laos PDR, Myanmar, Thailand, and Vietnam, for cooperation in tourism, culture, education, as well as transport and communications. It was launched in 2000 at Vientiane, Laos PDR. The MGC aims to build on the long-standing civilizational linkages between the people inhabiting in these 2 major river basins. Another initiative by Indian government in order to keep a close eye on China was the announcement of the establishment of a satellite tracking and imaging center near Ho Chi Minh City for intelligence collection. The Indian Space Research Organization sponsored and developed the center at a cost of $23 million. The station allows ISRO to follow and receive data from Indian satellites launched from India, as well as provide Vietnam with photos from Indian Earth observation satellites covering China and the South China Sea, which provides intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance capabilities. The station was operational in 2018, and it is linked to ISRO's other Southeast Asian stations in Biak, Indonesia, and Brunei.